man, I got to get my mind right. And man, caught a new deal with Sylvia Rhone. She signed us, and the godmother always been good, to us. And man, we did that. Got back with the Goodie Mob. Nelly was the first to put us back on stage together right here in Atlanta at the Tabernacle. First time we stepped back on stage together after 10 years of being apart. So, the St. Lunatics put the Goodie Mob back together. Now I got to help the St. Lunatics do their thing. So it's like, for me personally, like St. Louis became a home for me, and then I moved to LA, and I got to live in LA and live there for 5 years. I lived in LA probably 10 years. And but after the pandemic, man, I came back home, and I got just rejuvenated with everything that was going on at home. And that's when I think my cousin, Sky Watley, he started telling Gipp about this music, this new music that was going on. He was like, "Cuz, you been gone for a minute. You might need to come down to the family and see the family." And I mean, I showed up down in Yorkville, and I got to see my family. I got to see what normal people look like again. Being out in the field, like, bro, it's the trail ride. And we got the horses out, we got the camels out, we got the old folk out here on moonshine. And we doing everything the country folk do, and we got a stage set up. Watch this shit, cuz. And I sat there that day, and I watched this whole new genre of music. And cuz like, remember that shit like Johnny Taylor and stuff like that daddy used to listen to? I'm like, yeah, he said, this it. It's just a new. So man, I was introduced to this new genre, Southern Soul. Cuz like this blues, trail ride, and this everything mixed together. But it's different compartments. So man, the first thing he did, he brought me this record called Auntie Love. Man, I got down. And we've been out here for 2 years pushing Auntie Love. And then we just dropped a new record with Sky Watley, Cupid, and Gipp. And I'm just ecstatic right now because now I feel like a brand new artist again, because music in this space feels like the music was how hip hop used to feel when we were kids. Hip hop was for everybody. Everybody, you seen the old folk dance to Slick Rick and Dana Dane, and everybody having fun, and I think just the first time that I think that I can look at a genre and say, damn, it's pure. It ain't been touched. But at the same time, I'm knowing this the way we grow up in country folk. This is what we do. This is the weekend thing at the church. Go sit in the field and do our thing. But now to just watch, I guess the genre started really moving during the pandemic, because I guess that's when everybody started finding artists like King George and Sir Charles and these artists that really had, catalogs of this music. And it just seemed like the more and more you get into it, and the more you hear in Mississippi, you hear in Louisiana, you hear in Texas, you hear in South Carolina, now you hear in Georgia, now you see in Atlanta, because Cuz was always like, hey man, if we can get Atlanta in the Southern Soul, the genre is gonna grow. And I think, his prediction has been all the way right, because this last weekend, Dukes and Boots, 40,000 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and not a fight in the air, not aggression in the air, nothing but pure fun from them. People started lining up 9 o'clock in the morning and didn't leave there to probably 10, 11 o'clock at night. That's what I remember about hip hop. That's what I remember about just music, R&B music as a kid. Listen to, I tell people all the time, man, there wasn't no genres of music. It was like, Channel 17, the wrestling go off, that shit go to night tracks. You're gonna have Simply Red, you're gonna have everything that was pop was our music. It wasn't no genres. It was just like, that's pop music, that's good music. And I think That's what Southern Soul gives me. It gives me another chance to just enjoy music and it not be directed in nothing but good living and life.